Alright, let's talk about movies. We all love them, right? We go to the theater, we sit down with our giant tub of popcorn, and we get lost in these amazing worlds. We talk about the actors, we praise the directors, and we quote our favorite lines for weeks. But there's someone else in that equation, a true artist who is often standing just out of sight, right behind the camera. I'm talking about the cinematographer, or the director of photography, or as we often call them, the cameraman. These are the people who are, quite literally, showing us the story. They are the unsung heroes of Hollywood, and honestly, sometimes they are running the whole show. Think about your favorite movie. What does it look like? Is it dark and moody, with long shadows that make you jump? Or is it bright and vibrant, full of sunshine and color that makes you feel happy? That wasn't an accident. That was a choice. And the person making that choice was the cinematographer. They are so much more than just someone who points a camera and presses record. They are visual storytellers. They decide what you see, how you see it, and most importantly, how it makes you feel. A director might have the big idea, but the cinematographer is the one who translates that idea into the beautiful moving pictures we see on screen. In the early days of filmmaking, the director and the cameraman were often the very same person. People like Edwin S. Porter started out behind the camera before they were called directors. This shows you just how connected these two roles have always been. While today, the director is often seen as the captain of the ship, the cinematographer is the one navigating the waters, steering the visual journey from start to finish. They have to be both an artist and a tech wizard, blending creative vision with incredible technical skill. They don't just capture the action, they create the entire visual language of the film. So, when we talk about a film having a strong look or a unique style, we are often talking about the work of the cinematographer. They are the foundational creative force that can make or break a movie. The next time you watch a film and a particular shot takes your breath away, maybe it's a stunning sunset, a tense close-up, or a sweeping landscape, take a moment to think about the artist who framed it. They were right there, making sure that image would stick with you long after the credits roll. They are the hidden superstars, and it's about time we gave them their standing ovation. So what does a cinematographer actually do all day on a movie set? Well, imagine they are painters, but instead of paint they use light, and instead of a canvas, they have the camera lens. Their job is to craft every single shot to tell the story in the most powerful way possible. They choose the type of camera, the specific lenses, and how the camera itself will move. Will it be a shaky, handheld shot to make you feel like you're right in the middle of the action? Or will it be a smooth gliding shot that feels dreamy and romantic? These are the kinds of decisions they make for every single scene. Lighting is probably their most important tool. It's what creates mood and emotion. If a character is supposed to feel lonely, the cinematographer might light them with a single, cold light source surrounded by darkness. If it's a joyful family dinner, they'll fill the room with warm, soft light to make it feel cozy and inviting. They work with the gaffer and the grip teams. Those are the people who handle the lights and camera equipment to sculpt the light in every frame. It's an incredibly detailed process. They are literally painting a picture, but they're doing it with beams of light and shadow, and it's all happening right there on set. Their choices have a massive impact on how we connect with the story. Let's take the movie Dune Part 2 as an example. The cinematographer, Greg Fraser, made a very specific choice with director Denis Villeneuve to shoot the film in a way that made the desert planet Arrakis feel vast and overwhelmingly real. The scale of the shots makes you feel small and in awe of this giant world. Or think about the movie Gladiator. The cinematographer John Mathieson used jerky, fast-paced camera work during the fight scenes to put you right inside the chaos of the Colosseum. You feel every sword clash because of how it was filmed. This isn't just about making things look pretty either. It's about solving problems and innovating. Cinematographers are often at the cutting edge of technology. For the new movie Wicked, the director of photography, Alice Brooks, actually worked with a company to develop brand new lenses just for that film. She also insisted on building huge real sets so she could shoot from any angle and make the world feel more immersive for the actors and the audience. They are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible to bring a director's vision and their own to life. The relationship between a director and a cinematographer is one of the most important partnerships in all of filmmaking. It's a creative marriage. Some people have this idea, thanks to something called the auteur theory, that the director is the sole author of a film, this lone genius who controls every single detail. But the reality is that filmmaking is a team sport, and the cinematographer is often the director's most valuable player. The best directors know that their vision is only as good as the person who can help them capture it on film. They don't just give orders, they collaborate. Think of some of the greatest directors in history, like Stanley Kubrick or Federico Fellini. They are known for their incredibly distinct visual styles, but they didn't achieve that alone. They formed long-term partnerships with their cinematographers who were essential in helping them develop that signature look. It's a dance. The director might say, "I want this scene to feel tense," and the cinematographer will respond with ideas for lighting, camera angles, and movement that will create that specific feeling of tension. It's a conversation, a back and forth of creative energy. Sometimes a director might have a very specific plan, like Alfred Hitchcock, who famously storyboarded every single shot. But even then, he relied on his cameraman to execute that plan perfectly. More often, a director will rely on their DP's expertise to bring new ideas to the table. Cinematographer Jomo Frey said he loves working with directors who want to dream together. It's not about just following instructions. It's about building the visual world side by side. The director brings the what, and the cinematographer figures out the how. They bridge the gap between an idea in someone's head and the final image you see on the screen. And here's the thing. Sometimes the cinematographer's influence is so strong, they become the primary visual architect of the film. A veteran cameraman like John Demps, who has worked on everything from Tupac music videos to huge blockbuster movies, brings a level of experience and a creative eye that can shape the entire project. Directors often seek out a specific cinematographer because they love their style and trust them to elevate the material. This partnership is built on trust, shared passion, and a mutual goal of telling the best story possible, one beautifully crafted frame at a time. When the Academy Awards roll around, we all watch to see who wins Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Director. But the award for Best Cinematography is just as important, even if it doesn't always get the same level of attention. These artists are responsible for the very fabric of the film. Without their eye, their skill, and their creativity, even the best script or the most talented actor wouldn't shine as brightly. Their work is the magic that transforms words on a page into an unforgettable cinematic experience. Their contribution is not just supportive, it is fundamental. There are so many examples where the cinematography didn't just support the movie, it made the movie. Think about the stunning, otherworldly visuals of Avatar or the gritty, realistic feel of Saving Private Ryan. Those films are iconic largely because of how they were shot. The cinematographers on those projects made bold, innovative choices that changed the way we look at movies. They are not just technicians, they are co-authors of the film, and their signature is written in every ray of light and every movement of the camera. Their influence is powerful and undeniable. This is why we need to celebrate them more. We should learn their names just like we learn the names of our favorite directors. When you read a movie review, look for the mention of the cinematographer. When you're blown away by a film's beauty, look up who was behind the camera. These are the artists who are shaping our visual culture. It's also important to note that it's a field that needs more diversity. Historically, it has been a tough industry for women and people of color to break into, but thankfully, that is slowly starting to change as more incredible talents get the opportunities they deserve. So, the next time you're leaving a movie theater feeling moved or thrilled or inspired, remember the unsung hero. Remember the person who spent months, sometimes years, planning how to make you feel that way with light, color, and composition. The cinematographer is the soul of a film's look and feel. They are the artists who invite us into the story and show us a world we've never seen before. They deserve our applause, our respect, and a much bigger share of the spotlight. So let's give it to them.